Join me today as we take this blank slate and turn it into all things fall. Hey, it's Becca. Welcome to my channel. Let's get right into it, starting here in this corner. I picked up a couple of these really cute bowls from Hobby Lobby. Love the pumpkins and leaves. I've had this picture for many years. How cute is this little pumpkin creamer? Also from Hobby Lobby. And I have a few of these really sweet houses, also from Hobby Lobby. I know this is a lot of white. We need color, but that's where the artwork comes in. Isn't this pretty? Decided not to do all pumpkins this year. Thought it would be fun to mix in fall fruit, bringing in color that way. So you've got your pears, apple, pine cones, leaves. Such pretty texture and beautiful autumn colors. Down here in the little rail, I'm just going to add a couple of dish towels. These are new. I found it was a pack of like 5 from Home Goods. I've had these for many years, also from Home Goods. And while I already had one of these boards from Hobby Lobby, went ahead and bought another one. I just love adding these boards to the rails or just scattered around the kitchen for added warmth and texture. And then for a little bit of whimsy, I have a couple of these pot holders. You can kind of tell those are little jack-o'-lanterns. I really like how all of these colors tie in with the print up above. In this little dark corner, I'm bringing back the canisters that I've been using here for quite a while, although I didn't have them here last year for fall, so it'll be fun to dress them up for the season. While it would be fun to add a fall teacup or coffee cup, I'm going to go with this really pretty wooden scoop instead. While I like this, it looks a little plain. So how about we weave in some color with these branches? Now I know it might look a little silly, but we're just going to go with it anyway. While I'm at it, let's just bring in some lights as well. Well, I usually like to keep this area right here pretty plain. I do want to add a couple more things. I've got these cookbooks and a little bowl of pears, along with my go-to salt and pepper cellars. Some of you may have noticed earlier I did end up bringing the arched mirror back to place it above the cooktop. I really like having it here. It just helps bounce the light to an otherwise very blank spot. I really like being able to see the tree reflecting in the mirror. However, I do want to add a little bit of color and whimsy. And don't worry, I promise you I will take down the wreath whenever I'm using the cooktop. Down below, I want to add this really cute pumpkin soup tureen. And in this little corner, bringing in a couple of more cookbooks. A pitcher filled with wooden spoons and spatulas. Another pitcher. And then why not just weave in some more faux fall stems that match those that I added to the other corner. Over here on my DIY wall rack, I've got a couple of cutting boards, but as you can see, we've got some empty spots as well. No surprise, I'll be adding some white plates, and then I have a couple of these really cute ones I found at Hobby Lobby a couple of years ago. Love the fall scenes. I have these adorable little mini pumpkin coffee cups. And then for a little more color, I really like displaying cookbooks, and I'll just open it to a page so it's Also serving as my artwork, I thought this page was the perfect one, especially how this ties in with the wall art that I added above the shelf. And then to add a little fall something to this utility closet door, just hanging a basket I had on hand with faux fall stems. We've made our way over onto this side. First thing I want to do is a little something to my husband's coffee spot, layering this cutting board as the anchor, bringing in a little bit of artwork. I know this doesn't have fruit in it, but I didn't want everything to be too matchy-matchy. However, the muted tones do tie in with the artwork. Next is this coffee mug tree where I've added just a few little mini pumpkin coffee cups. And this adorable glass pumpkin that I found last year that I have filled with my husband's K-cups. This cute container is perfect for his sweeteners, and the pumpkin creamer holds the adorable wooden pumpkin spoons. And finishing it off with more of those faux fall stems. I'm bringing in the same artwork above this shelf that I added to the other one. However, this is a mirror image. So on the other side of the kitchen, the pears are on the right, but this side, they're on the left. This is just my way of feeling as though I have companion pieces, when in fact they're exactly the same. Now, if you've hung out with me before, it should come as no surprise that I'm adding the same accessories to this shelf that I did to the other one. Same goes for the hooks. What can I say? I am slightly obsessed with symmetry. And then down here, I'm going to bring in a couple of more cookbooks, but I'm going to place them at an angle, adding this glass lamp that I've had forever. Now, normally I would put some pumpkins up underneath, but this year I decided to add that little leaf embellishment instead. To finish this corner off, adding a pitcher filled with more fall stems and one more pumpkin. On my little plate wall, I'm going to be bringing in the same plates that I added over to the wall rack. Time to have a little fun over on the island. First thing I'm going to do is place this throw right in the middle. Love that fringe detail. I'm just going to scrunch it up. It's going to act as my anchor for the vignette I'm going to place on top. This traditional Southern Living cookbook is not only going to act as a pop of color, but also as a riser for this fun fall arrangement. I just mixed a bunch of fall branches together, including these pear stems. I like how they tie in with the artwork. Love the rust-colored stems, and these match the ones that I randomly added to the countertops. For a bit of whimsy, I'm bringing in a couple of these adorable squirrels. Followed by these little pedestals. And the pumpkin candles that I shared in my fall haul video from a few weeks ago. I may end up going back and adding some kind of leaf or wreath to the base just to dress them up a little bit. And then to tie in with the squirrels and continue the whimsy, I'm adding a few of these acorns. Final touch is just dropping a few leaves here and there just to pretend like they have fallen from the arrangement up above. At each end of the island, I have these gold rails. I went ahead and kept the cutting board and the pitcher. However, right in the middle, I'm bringing in another hanging basket that I have filled with just a very simple dishcloth or dish towel and false stem. Over here by the sink, I'm going to add this beautiful board that I found not too long ago. A folded up dish towel, cute little bowl, and this brush that I found at Hobby Lobby. Love that little pop of color. And you know what? More is more. How about we bring in this tall vase, fill it with lights and large branches so I feel like I am looking right outside of my window to the fall foliage. Just a few more random touches and we'll be ready for a look around. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you found a little inspiration for your own home and will consider subscribing to my channel. I'll be back soon with more fall decorating, and I hope to see you then.